Come here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey everybody. Sorry I ain't been on for the last few days really. Hello Rachel, how are you? So in the last few days, yo te me duermo. So in the last few days, I've been on that long or haven't been on that often just because I've had some new medication. It's made me nauseous and all that stuff. It has like a little bit of side effects. So I haven't been feeling so well. Um so I have to just like, like my energy is a little bit, let's say, messed up. I don't want to be on here if my energy is messed up. So my energy's been a little messed up. Hello, Armando. How are you? Armando Espinosa. How are you, bro? So and again, like I think my energy's been off since before. I've been talking about the energy being off for a while now, and I started feeling really bad on September 10th. What happened happened, and I think that was a culmination, the accumulation of whatever was coming. That's gonna set off some other stuff, but anyways, um, ¿qué onda, el güey Armani? So I'm getting better now with my meds. I'm stabilizing a little bit better now. I'm not feeling as nauseous. Hola, the smallest smile. Thank you for that. So I've been. What's up, Papa? What's wrong? All right. Hello there. Hola, Camila Reyes. ¿Cómo estás? So this upcoming week, I promise to be back full force. This weekend I have my son, so I'm gonna, I gracias, El Way Armani. So this week I'm gonna do my best. This upcoming week I'm gonna do my best to be back every day, like I was doing before. It's just that I haven't been feeling well. That's it. And again, it's probably because of meds or the energy. The last time I came on, I was a little bit high royalty. I was a little bit disturbed by the things that were said on my live. And I'm gonna say it again. And I'm gonna say it just like when I told people to unfollow me, when people were criticizing the little girls that lost their lives in Texas. Good to see you. I I will. Look, I don't care what you believe in as far as spiritually or politically. If you were okay with the unaliving of somebody for speech, then we're not the same. Like I said on my live a few days ago, people have threatened me for what I do. And it doesn't stop me from speaking what I believe is my truth. So again, like right here, I've always said it's a safe place. Thank you for that. That was a gift. This is a place where it's safe. I don't care if you vote right, left. I don't give a shit. We should respect one another. There should be no room for that kind of stuff going on in this world, especially in this country. And the problem is that people have gotten so used to overstepping their boundaries with people and their opinions, is that people aren't checked for it. So again, if you feel that what happened on September 10th was okay, or you relished in it, we're not the same, and I don't want the energy here. Right here, everyone should respect each other. Everyone should honor each other's opinions. Um, Difference of opinions is what makes us human. That's my son. They're asking who's yawning, fool.
Oh yeah, that was me. My bad.
Yeah, it's my son. He's over here. He's falling asleep. Um, Damn, yeah, all up in my business. It's my son. I feel better now. I feel better now. It's just, again, it like I got changed meds. There's some new little things happening with me as far as my conditions. So I'm just trying to sort of navigate them the best way I can. Again, this last energy, the energy was low. Um, and I don't want to be here because I don't feel well. And I don't want to be in front of the camera, like, having, to feel like sick. So I apologize for not being here this last week. Me disculpo por no estar aquí. La semana pasada me cambiaron mis medicamentos. Soy diabético. Y no pude llegar porque me sentía mal. Me sentía malillo y no quería estar aquí causando lástimas. ¿Me entienden? So, ya me siento un poquito mejor. Esta semana que entra me voy a dedicar a lo que hago. And again, like I don't like staying away, but again, if my energy isn't right, I'm not gonna be here pretending that I'm feeling okay. You know what I'm saying? And again, like it was a heavy week. It was a heavy week, and I saw a lot of disgusting things happening in the world. Again, I try to stay off of TikTok for the last few days because of the inhumane way that people reacted to an unaliving of an individual. And again, it doesn't matter what you believe in; it's inappropriate to relish in someone's demise. He was a father, he was a son. To me, he was a good man. He spoke his truth. And I can only respect people that speak their truth. I gotta respect someone like him. I'm not Christian, I'm not Catholic. He might have had different views and maybe not agreed with the way I see the world or spirituality. But again, I honor a man that speaks his truth. And again, he was a young man. He was 31. And again, the saddest thing is that everything he could have been in this world, like he could have been a president, a governor, he could have been someone that changed the world in a positive way. But the most important thing that he currently was a father. And they robbed two little girls of that privilege of having a good dad. So if any of you cheered the actions of September 10th, not to be a jerk, we're not the same. We're not the same. Last time I was on the live, people were trying to justify it. And I don't like that shit. Yes. I don't think if someone is here that liked what happened on September 10th, I invite you to leave. That's how because again, if anyone celebrated the demise of a fellow brother that believed in Jesus, because I believe in Jesus, and again, he spoke the truth. And I'm gonna say this. I agreed on a lot of the things he spoke about. And I've said it here openly. I don't care how you live your life. I don't care how you live your life. It's up to you. Like everyone's welcome here. But I am in the belief that there are two sexualities and God doesn't make mistakes. And again, if you feel certain ways about yourself, that's great. You can live how you want to live, but it is what it is. And again, like, he was a good guy. He believed in God, he believed in family, he believed in his country. And for that, they silenced him. And freedom of speech cannot be silenced. If you have a disagreement with somebody, it's not okay to do that. Again, like, it's not okay to unalive somebody because you don't agree with their views. That is the most stupidest thing to people to celebrate that. And again, if you celebrate his demise, we're not the same, and you're not spiritual, you're not religious. Yeah, if you have no emotion, that's okay because people die every day. I don't feel anything for it. Like, if someone passes away, like, for example, his life on a in a bigger spectrum could affect people at a larger scale, right? But does his life directly affect me? No. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna cry about it, but I'm not gonna celebrate it. If you have no feeling towards it, that's normal because there's no attachment. But to deliberately celebrate it, that's, to me, that's where it's wicked. It's foul. And for those people that even said, I don't care about his family, his children, or his wife, that kind of shit, that just, it just goes into a whole nother level of demonic for me. And that's just my opinion. And again, we're allowed to have an opinion, and we're allowed to be open about who we are. I'm open about who I am, and I don't apologize for who I am. I may apologize for offending people because I'm not here to offend anyone directly, because I'm not. I speak my truth. I walk my path, and it is my path to walk. Yeah, well, Mikey, like, you don't gotta be sad about it, but if you're out there cheering and laughing and clapping, we're not the same. You know what? They made him a martyr. He's gonna be remembered forever. I honor the guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, like, someone that dies for their beliefs is a martyr, and he knew the dangers, and he knew that this could happen, and he was brave enough to follow his convictions, and I got nothing but respect for that. I got nothing for respect for that. That's ballsy because he got death threats constantly, and he still continued his belief in God. So if you can't respect that, it's again, like, I believe I believe in God. Do I believe in Santa Muerte? Yes, I do. But I believe in God. Do I believe in family? Yes, I do. I believe in family. I love my kids. I believe in family. Do I love my country? I sure fucking do. I love my country. And because of that, some people, look at you. Well, I was born here. This is my country. This is where I was born, in Los Angeles, California. I wasn't born in Mexico. I'm proud of my Mexican heritage. I'm very proud of my Mexican heritage. I'm proud. But my homeland is this one. If there was a war, I fight for this country. You know what I'm saying? This is where I was raised. This is where I have my children. This is the land that's giving me what I have. So why would I not love this country? And for those people that are born here and fly other flags, like, here's the thing is, in front of my house, I used to fly an American flag until it got beat up. I fly an American flag in front of my house when I have a new one, right? Because right now it's fucked up. So if anyone wants to give me a flag, go for it. Inside my house, I do have a Mexican flag and a California flag because that's part of my heritage. I'm from this state and my lineage comes from Mexico. But in front of my house, I flag the American flag. Thank you so much, Milia. By the way, look, I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about spirituality. But again, freedom of speech is something that goes hand in hand with freedom of religion. You see, Cindy Moreno, that's your hang up. I've been fine in this country. I've done real estate, I've done mortgage, I've had businesses. You guys put that on yourselves. I've been successful in every arena in this country. I've had businesses, I did real estate, mortgage, I was a financial advisor. If you think that's the way it is, that's the way it's going to be for you, and you set your own limitations. And I hate to say that. There's people out there that will fucking probably look at you sideways. But for the most part, this country accepts you. And again, if you have the belief that you're inferior, then that's the way you're going to walk. I don't feel inferior to nobody. I don't feel inferior to nobody. No one's better than me, and no one can ever like look at me that way. So you got to take that shit out of your fucking mentality, Cindy and Mikey. You have to be that. You got to be who you are and stand proud. We set our own setbacks and limitations. We can manifestate greatness. And again, I'll tell you this. I've been in the position where people have discriminated against me in the 90s and shit like that. Cops and all this nonsense. I've been there. But I made myself a victim because I made myself a target. I was a gang member. I was all that. So I can't be mad when they targeted me for being a fucking criminal. I can't be mad at, like, if I was out there thugging, why they gotta fucking, like, cause I'm out there doing it. It wasn't because I had a target on my back because I was brown. It's because I had a target on my back because I was fucking up. And I could acknowledge that was me. That was me. I made myself a target for the law enforcement, for people to look at me sideways. That was all me. That was nobody else but me. Santa Muerte has been with me, I think, for a long time. I mean, again, like when I was young, I ran across her when I was doing, misdeeds, and I used her for anything, any plans for day. On Day of the Dead, I go live all day, and by Day of the Dead, I hope to have my Santa Muerte Bible out. So I'll be selling Santa Muerte Bibles out. I'm trying to get a printer or see who can hook me up with a printing thing so I could print that shit out and start putting on my Bible. Again, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if someone thinks different than you, it's okay. You can have a difference of opinion. Don't put barriers on yourself. You can grow into whatever you want. I'm gonna tell you because I came from the hood. I was a gang member. I did all this shit. I opened a business. I became a real estate agent. I became a fucking financial advisor. I became a mortgage lender. I did all this shit. I did it all the moment I realized there was no limitations but the ones I put on myself. All that bigotry and racism I felt towards me, it was in my head, most of it. Oh, shit. Where you live, John? I want some birria and barbacoa. Oh, damn it. It's going to be a Bible in the spiritual sense, like the Catholic or Christian or Jewish Bible. I'm going to do a follow-up book with, spells and explanations and shit, or I might put it all together. But again, I'm not going to publish it. I'm just going to fucking try to print it because I don't know how to do all that nonsense. But I've been working on this for about 2-3 years, and I'm just going to fucking finish it and be done with it. What's the question, Chiquilla Ramirez? Again, so Cindy Moreno, you are stronger than anything you can ever imagine. Don't set limitations on yourself, or don't believe that, people out there are going to hold me down. Sometimes the only people that hold us down is our own selves. I'm going to tell you that because it's experience. I'm an old motherfucker. I'm an old guy. Awesome, Olivia. If I make a digital copy, can people just send it to people randomly? It's exhausting, Skulls. Again, like I have people giving me like, threats against my life for what I do. I've had about five, threats against me here because of what I do. Oh, I'm old. I feel I'm not old, but I'm 47. So that's older than most, right? But again, like I've got death threats here for the things that I speak about, Santa Muerte and stuff like that. I've had threats before. It never stopped me. It never shut me up, and it never scared me because I'm gonna continue my path. You know, so I respect what the man did. He continued his path. You know what? I don't got such a big you know, like stage like he did. But I've had like five threats against my life supposedly because of what I do. And every time, Houston, dude, I want some birria. I'm in fucking Cali. Cause she's sipping it. Chiquilla. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow. It depends. It depends. But if it goes fast, it's that she's consuming it. Sometimes I put liquor and sometimes it's gone like almost overnight. Sometimes I leave fruit on the altar and it'll dry up like crazy, like it's been there for fucking years. So if you leave it a shot glass tequila the night before and when you come home, it's always lower. Unless someone's sipping it, she's consuming it. But just so you know, alcohol naturally evaporates at a quicker rate than water does. Okay. So again, I'm not here to do any of the, I will debunk shit for you guys and explain to you guys the truth, not fill you with bullshit. Alcohol does evaporate at a faster rate than water does, but it goes like that sometimes. And that's a good sign. If it goes faster, oh my God, I you don't think I'm old? How old are you guys, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see who here is in the 40s. All right, I'm gonna look for that devoted to death. 23. You see, you youngs. 46. All right. Got you by a year. If she appeared to you, she accepts you. 49 today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chiquilla. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday. 49 a day. Que cumplas muchos más. Gracias for being here on your birthday. I would sing you las mañanitas, but I don't wanna embarrass myself, and my son's trying to fall asleep. Is today your birthday for real? Ouch. Why ouch? Be careful with the scammers, y'all, for real. Look, uh I feel like singing to you then. I bet I'm having fun. It's fine. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, all right? Be careful with the scammers. Thank you, Miss Unknown 13. Why? If I sing the mañanitas, that's the way to show love in Mexican culture. Shit. It's a lot. Like it's gonna be like not like a biblical Bible, but it'll be a few hundred pages, I think, after I'm like when I'm all said and done. Like it's gonna be a Bible, like beginning from like the beginning of Genesis and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be something that is hopefully received well, and then if not, then it's still a labor of love. Here's the thing: is I see a lot of Bibles out there that are claiming to be Santa Muerte Bibles, but they're just like little like oh La Biblia Santa Muerte, and all it does is give you a brief explanation. Oh nah, it's just because I don't sing that. My dad could sing really good. My dad could sing fucking awesome. And right now my son's asleep, and I usually when I sing, I'll sing, but I won't sing in front of the camera. Like I'll get behind the camera because I think I make stupid expressions when I sing. But every Mother's Day I sing to my Santita here on the lives. Every Dia de los Muertos I sing here on the live. Yeah, I see a lot of Bibles, but they're usually like just like spell books and candle explanations like that. I want a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I used to sing to my followers a few years ago on their birthday here on the lives. Um, I sang. I've sung to a few of my followers. You know what I mean? And it's cool. I mean, I like singing. Anyways, look, I apologize for not being here the last like week. What do I do? Currently, I do this. I'm a spiritual person. I do spiritual guidance. I do you know, I guess work, spiritual work, stuff like that. But I like to say I'm a spiritual guide. You know what I'm saying? And again, if this is something that you're into or want to explore, great. If not, it's okay as well. Again, I always say this is a safe space for anybody. Um, I don't I don't discriminate against anybody, nor do I condemn or judge anybody. I'm no one to judge anybody. And that's where I think a lot of people go wrong. We go around condemning and judging people for the way they think and they are. That is only God's job to do. I am not God, nor do I ever claim to be as holy. I will never judge somebody in any which way or form because I am a sinner. I am full of sin. But at what point does devotion to a religion become in this guisable from a cult? Well, that's where I don't understand is there's no one true religion. There's no one true path. So again, I have a like I'm putting together a religion that if I establish it, it's not going to be like that. God is the Alpha, the Omega. He's the beginning. Everything has a starting point. Everything, if you think about it, Cindy, has a beginning. Everything has a starting point. God is that starting point. Let's put it like that. Well, Sin Chiquilla, if you want to talk to me, I'm glad to talk to you, especially on your birthday. God is God is both, and this is what I want to tell people. God is both light and dark. He is the light and the darkness. He is good and bad, light and dark. He encompasses everything. When people say that God is all love, they forget that God has everything. Like, oh, God's all love. If he is, why did he build the ark? Why did he build the ark? Why did people turn to sand? Why did he take things from Job? Why does he punish and maim and allow these things to happen? He gives us free will. And God embodies both love and hate, good and bad, dark and light. And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you understand the way the world really is. Holy shit, you born in a leap year? That's cool. You'll be young. I'm gonna call you Peter Pan. Shit. He's 9 years old. Shit. Well, I'm glad you like the answer, Cindy. Um, Again, so I'm gonna just apologize one more time. I haven't been on because I've been sick. Oh, you could pick up me on you want. I don't give two shits. I don't care. I got thick skin, and when people get on my nerves, I just block them. Shit, I don't give a fuck. No, like again, I'm gonna tell you guys, my beliefs are my beliefs, and I always say, my beliefs are mine. You can formulate your own. Oh my God, Cindy, are you serious? I'm afraid of you. Let me see who you are, so I could remember your face. I might have nightmares about you. I don't know. Um, I haven't looked into it, Myrna. I'm not gonna lie. Like I haven't been well. Again, I've been sick and all this and all that. So I apologize for not being here the last week. I was sick. I got new meds. I've been fucked up. I haven't been feeling well, and I'm now feeling better. Like I stopped feeling. I was nauseous and fucked up, body aches, all that shit. Bro, why you gotta fucking live in fucking Houston? Homeboy's talking about tomorrow he's making birria and all this shit and mangoneadas, and he's in Houston. I was about to say, I live close. Come down. I was about to be like, yeah. When's my birthday? My birthday is May 16th. I didn't get sick like the flu. I got sick because I got new meds, Cynthia. I got a bunch of new meds. I was getting neuropathy on my legs, and they give me some shit for neuropathy because I'm diabetic. And that shit fucked with my stomach. They put me back on some other meds, and it fucked my stomach up. Um, and I just wasn't feeling good. My energy was off. It was all fucked up. Um, Psychotics. Well, I could see why. Fucking psychotics. You're like, well, yeah, I'll find you. Fucking, you should get more. You need more of those when you talk about I'll find you. I'm just kidding. I'm a Taurus, Barbie. I'm a I'm a I'm a Taurus. Yeah, my birthday's May 16th. Hey, quick, real quick. If anyone wants to buy me a very late birthday gift, there's Santa Muertes at Home Depot with the wings. If anyone wants to buy me one or two or three, oh fuck, hook it up. And if you they're like $50, but they're beautiful. There's one with she has like the scythe and wings. They're 3.5 feet and they're cheap for $50 compared to other statues. So if anyone wants to buy me a fucking late birthday gift or early Christmas present, hook a motherfucker up. Home Depot for real. Look, they gave me something for my neuropathy that it just like my legs got bad. I'm not gonna lie, I got nothing to hide here, and I guess my kidneys were starting to fucking fuck up a little bit and shit like that. So they give me some meds. I've been all fucked up. That's why this last week I haven't been on, and it's not because I don't want to be on. So I apologize for not being on. You know, I apologize. Um, I just haven't been feeling well. Barbie, go. Let me get my hustle on. Why you want to fucking infringe on my hustle? Shit, I want one. Anyways, so I apologize again. I don't mean to throw goals. Sometimes I get sick. I'm not gonna lie. So again, they gave me some new shit for my neuropathy, and they gave me some new shit for my diabetes. And I took like three new meds, and I got all fucked up. Body aches. I got the runs. I was feeling low energy. Hi Kenya, how are you? I was feeling all kinds of jacked up. So that's why I've been a little bit absent on my TikTok this last week or so. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to fucking throw ghosts. It's just, it is what it is. But I feel much better. Like today I didn't feel as nauseous. Right now I took another round of meds. A lot of it I take at night because if I take it during the day, it'll be worse. So I sleep through most of it. But then at night I feel like shit, if that makes sense. So it's not meant to be it's not a cop out. I don't mean to like make excuses for not being here, but it is what it is. Yeah, Barbie, you're right. No, I mean, they told me I was gonna be full fucked up for about a week or so, Cindy. So I'm gonna give it time. The side effects sometimes do feel worse than the illness. Nah, I'm gonna tell you, my fucking legs feel better. I like this shit. I like feeling my fucking legs. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be nauseous for a week. The other thing was my legs were fucking going out. So like this is fucking way better. Palo Azul is good for the kidneys. Inbox me that shit, yeah. Can you inbox me that, Cindy Moreno, or fucking send me a message for that so I could try to make it. I like home remedies. I practice a lot of shit. Like, believe it or not, I was way worse. I've used a lot of holistic shit and a lot of natural things to make myself better. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not a miracle worker sometimes, and it's hard to work on myself. Like, I could work on other people better. I don't know if you guys understand that sometimes, I take on a lot of energy and it fucks me up too. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for the gift. Is that what is that? Oh, I can't even. Is that a? That's not even a name. My night's going good. It's dark. How's my night? It's going dark. It's a bit dark. Yeah, like sometimes when you're spiritual or you got some kind of gift, um, you can't you can't like help yourself sometimes. It's one of those things. My feelings are hurt. He called me a lame. Oh, I don't think I could recover from that one. That was harsh. Man, take it easy on me, la ajolota. Uh, wow. I don't know. I might have to get off and cry. Nah, well, I figure it out, Cindy. Again, I've taken holistic shit, and it's much better. So sometimes I wean off, um, you know, certain things because, you know, yeah, I know my body, every inch of it. Yeah. You know what's funny? I'm gonna go back to that comment. I remember back in the days, people actually had the nerve to walk up to you and call you a name, right? Like I said, I'm 47. I'm an older cat. And I remember when people used to call you a name, it was fighting words, and people would get knocked out for saying that kind of shit. And I'm not trying to, again, this is not about violence. It's just it's be courteous. You're not, you know, you're over here fucking like big person behind a screen in the comfort of your home. There's no accountability. If someone called me a name to my face that was a guy, they're getting knocked out. It's just the way it was. They would get knocked out. And again, you're lame. What you saying, motherfucker? Those were fighting words where I'm from. It was gonna be on and cracking. You got keyboard warriors that fucking got nothing better to do, that have no life of their own, that have none of that shit. Do what you do tattoos? No, I want some tattoos though. I want tattoos, but now I don't do tattoos. Got a lot of them. So again, for all you heartless punks out there that talk shit on the internet, just fucking go to sleep. Jerk off, roll over, and knock out. Just do that. That's what I did. I'm still up though. Shit. Whoop de whoop. I like that shit. For real. Where I'm from, Hey, you called someone a perro, that was your boy, that was your dog. What's up, perro? What's up, homie? That was where I was from. When you called someone your perro, that was your dog, that was your homeboy. I grew up in LA in Wilmington, California. So when someone like, hey, what's up, perro? That was your boy. That was your dog. That was your road dog. Like your road dog, you call him a perro. You know what I mean? That's my perro right there. Because that was your road dog, thick and thin, thick as thieves. You know what I mean? That's what it was where I was from. So the only time you would get offended is if someone didn't know who you were. You grew up in Compton, so you know that. When you in Compton's, that's not that far from Wilmington, California. So Compton's right down the street from Wilmington. So it's got to be the same shit. I call all my home. Hey, what's up, fool? También, respectfully. In LA culture, is calling a Latin person fool when you're not Latin disrespect. Nah. I use fucking no, you could be what's up, fool? I use that shit all the time. I and with everybody. With my son, I call him a fool still. My brother, my sisters. Hey, what's up, fool? Like it's just you can call anybody that. Um, I call Mexican man that, and he was so mad. Month later, where you from? Whoop de whoop. Again, like here's the thing: is what's your nationality? Some people take it to the head, but like to me, like what's up, fool is just a common word. Like it's like what's up, this hi. Boy had to be plain. Um, I'm gonna tell you, like there were certain things you can't say, but like if you call someone a leva or a lame, a snitch, a rat, you couldn't come back from that. If you call someone a leva or a lame, it was on. Where you from? I'm from MN. What's MN? You're black and Filipino. Oh, that might be a good mix. A little while, like when I was a kid, there was this one half Filipino, half Mexican. Damn, that was a good mix. Minnesota. All right, Minnesota is I don't know the culture of Minnesota. It must be different. Out here in LA, that's not offensive. It's not offensive. It's not offensive. If I can call anyone a fool. What's up, fool? Unless you don't know them at all, and you say with that, I don't know. I guess I guess it's different because I guess everyone I call a fool, I know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess you got to know someone to call them a fool. Because I call everyone a fool. What's up, fool? What's up, dog? What's cracking? What's up, big homie? Like that kind of shit. What's up, my boy? My boy became more popular when I was older. Oh, nah, then I don't know what's wrong with that person. If he drank and bonded, that fool just had issues. He had a complex. That's what it was. That's probably why. That's probably why he's probably mad. So I'm saying he had a complex of some sort. Relax, homie. Who's messing around? Who's got to relax? Me? Why? I shot you a palm breeze. All right. So again, I'm gonna apologize for being absent for the last few days, this last week, pretty much. Why are you gonna see yourself out? You gotta go take your meds again or what? I'm getting a read from you a little bit. You're a little bit different. How do prayers work? You, I mean, how you should know how prayers work. But I mean, you mean with Santa Muerte? I do readings. I do trabajos. I do spiritual work. I do candle work. I do spiritual guidance. I do all kinds of shit here. So if you need some kind of prayer work or petitions, I'm good for that. And yeah, this is what I do. Whoop de whoop. So I'll make that's what I do now. I do candle work, I do spiritual readings, I'm a guide, I do trabajos. So I do all that stuff. But prayers to Santa Muerte, you can always pray to her, be honest, be truthful, be sincere. Um how do they work? If you're sincere and you are not trying to put too much on it, you can sort of get stuff answered, and miracles do happen. Hey, how's it going, Black Horse? Going good. It's going good. Like, I'm about to get off in a little bit. Again, i'm gonna I'm gonna say this. I took my meds when I started the live, and it's starting to get a little bit gurgly in my stomach, so I'm gonna get off the live. I don't want to say too much, but I don't want to be here all gurgly, so I apologize. If you guys have questions or anything, you guys can inbox me. If you have my number, you can send me a message. um Tomorrow I'll be watching. I have my son, and tomorrow my mom and dad are coming over to watch the fight with me. Personally, I don't like Canelo Alvarez. I think he's not a good fighter per se. He's good, but he picks and chooses his opponents. This is the first real fight that I think he's gonna have in a long time. But I've seen him call out big dudes and make them drop weight. Uh, what was your petition for? So again, I'm sort of pulling for Crawford tomorrow. Again, I don't like the politics that Canelo uses when it comes to calling out big dudes or little dudes, making them go up in weight or bringing them down. Or like, I don't like how he you did that petition with me. That's cheating, Cindy. I remember when he fought El Perro Angulo, he made him come down, oh, a lot of weights, and he didn't even make weight, and he should have lost the belt at the weigh-in, and he didn't. He paid a fine. That's not a strategy. It's blatantly cheating. Or it's not even, he calls out unknown fighters and he fights fighters that have no record. The last fight he had was a travesty. He was a no-name fighter, couldn't even fucking like beat his ass. They ran around the ring for fucking 12 rounds. So I'm gonna call it how I see it. Like, I don't like his tactics. You can message me whenever, and we can set up a time. Why? I'm gonna just say why. Oh, again. ¿Te gusta picar la cresta tú, verdad, Cindy? All right, I'm done too. I'm gonna take off. If you guys want to inbox me right now, inbox me, send me a message. Inbox me that question, and I'll answer Black Horse. All right. I'm gonna get off because my stomach's beginning to feel really gurgly. When did you text me, Chris? And I apologize if I don't respond sometimes. Sometimes I get all kinds of messages at one time and they get lost. They get lost in the shuffle, and I apologize if that's the case. All right. I'm gonna get off right now. Again, my stomach's beginning to get gurgly. I just had my meds right now when I started the live, and I don't want to be on here all gurgly and shit. Oh nah, this last week, bro, I was sick. I was saying that right now. So my bad. This last week or so, I was um I was sick, so I wasn't even doing shit. My energy wasn't right. But inbox me again right now, bro, if you don't mind, and I'll get back to you. I was apologizing before you came in, bro, about being sick this last week and shit. So my bad. Have a good night. And if you want to message me, please do so. Again, my bad if I didn't respond, Chris. My bad. All right. So look, I'm gonna be back tomorrow after my parents leave. On Sunday, I will be doing mass in English and Spanish. So make sure to come back for the mass. And if you guys need any spiritual work, any candle work, any of that things, let me know. All right. I'm here for that. All right. Should I turn off the camera or leave the camera on? Yeah, bro. Like I know you weren't here earlier, but I was fucking apologizing for not being here because I got some new shit going on. I got some new meds and it fucked me up big time. So I apologize. Um, it's about Santa Muerte, about Holy Death. But I'm gonna get off now, guys. Should I leave the camera on or off? I'm gonna just leave it off, I guess, so you guys can sometimes I I leave it on and people